So hello and welcome to today's class. In today's class, we will be discussing about the hydrocarbons and the prefix part of the hydrocarbons, right? So in this class, we will be discussing mainly alkanes, alkenes, alkynes plus alkyl group, right? Before starting the video, I would like to tell you again that those who have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe it so that you can get the latest updates of the all the incoming videos. Okay. So we'll start the video. So the first hydrocarbon we are going to study is alkane, right? So the alkanes are saturated hydrocarbons. Okay. So what type of hydrocarbons are they? They are saturated hydrocarbons, right? But before proceeding further, I would like to know how many of you know the word hydrocarbon. See, the word hydrocarbon is made from two words. One is hydro and carbon. So the compounds of carbon and hydrogen are called hydrocarbons. So compounds of carbon and hydrogen are called hydrocarbons. Okay. So alkanes are saturated hydrocarbons. Okay. Then they contain single bond between two carbon atoms. Single bond between two carbon atoms. Okay. They are also called paraffins. Also called paraffins, right? Paraffins, you might have heard that candle wax, right? It is also a paraffin. Okay. So paraffin means what? Paraffin, it means very little reactive. Okay. So alkanes are very little reactive. Okay, right? So now we'll see the general formula for alkanes. Okay. So the general formula is CnH2n plus 2, where N represents the number of carbon atoms. Okay. And the suffix which we are going to use for alkane suffix is ane, right? We will see some examples. If we are putting the value of N as 1, then we get the formula C. In place of N we are putting 1. So C1 H2 into 1 plus 2 4. So CH4, and the name is meth. For one carbon we are writing the word root meth. Okay. And since it is alkane, suffix ane is coming, so the name becomes methane. If we are putting N as 2, then it becomes C2H how much? 6. So for 2 carbon atoms, word root is eth, suffix ane, ethane. If N is equal to 3, then C3H8 and prop, suffix ane, right? So this is all about alkane. Now we will see alkenes. Second, alkenes, okay, or simply alkene. See, one more thing I would like to tell you. If you see the name, in the name itself you can make out that this alk part, here also alk part, this represents word root. and this "-ene", it represents what? Primary suffix. Okay, primary I am writing by 1 degree. So, primary suffix, right? So, "elk" means word root and "-ene" means primary suffix. Okay. So, alkenes are unsaturated hydrocarbons. So, these are unsaturated hydrocarbons. I am writing hydrocarbons as HC. Okay, not high court. Then they contain double bond between them. Contain C double bond C, right? There will be some carbon atoms, there will be 1 or 2 carbon atoms between them, at least one double bond will be there. Okay, so they contain double bond between them, right? They are also called olefins, also called olefins. Okay, olefins means what? Olefins means oil forming. Okay, so olefins means oil forming, right? Okay, now we will see the general formula for them. So, general formula. So, general formula for alkene is CnH2n, again where n represents the number of carbon atoms. Suffix is, yes, correct, it is "-ene". Okay, we will see some examples. If we are putting the value of n as 1, right? Now think, can we put n as 1? Already we have discussed here that there will be a double bond. Okay, so for a double bond, at least you should have 2 carbon atoms, right? So here the alkene starts with minimum 2 carbon atoms, right? So you can make a note that it starts with n is equal to 2, right? You cannot take n as 1. Okay, so if n is 2, then the formula becomes C2H4, and the name becomes, for 2 carbon atom you are writing eth and suffix is "-ene", so the name becomes ethene. N is equal to 3, C3H6, so prop-ene. N is equal to 4, C4H8, butene, right? You can see there is a difference of CH2 between the next compound. Okay, so this type of compounds or this type of series is called, yes, you have already studied, it is called as homologous series. Okay, so this is all about alkene. Now we will see the third type of hydrocarbon, that is alkyne. Right? Again, alk is the word root and "-ine" is the primary suffix. Okay, so this is word root and this is primary suffix. Okay, so what are alkyne? Alkynes are again unsaturated hydrocarbons. So, unsaturated hydrocarbons, right? Now you will think that this is also unsaturated, this is also unsaturated, then what is the difference between these two? So here between 2 carbon atoms there will be a triple bond. So contain C triple bond C. Okay, between 2 carbon atoms there will be a triple bond. They are also called acetylenes. acetylenes, right? Now what do you mean by acetylene? So acetylene is actually the first member of alkene, and all the other alkenes are named on the basis of acetylene. Okay, that is why these are also called acetylenes, right? But what is the meaning of acetylene? Actually, acetylene is a gas which burns with hot flame. Okay, so gas which burns with hot flame, right? You might have seen this when you are going for gas welding. Okay, you can see the roadside, there may be some shops where you are doing welding, and that type of welding is gas welding. So in gas welding we are using this acetylene. Okay, so there it is called oxyacetylene torch. Okay, right. So now we'll see the general formula. General formula is CnH2n minus 2, right? I'll write here so that I'll be able to save some space here, because we have to write alkyl part also here. So it is CnH2n minus 2. Okay, suffix is YNE, that is ine. Okay, again it starts with n is equal to 2. So we'll make a note. It starts with n is equal to 2. Okay, so we'll see some examples now. If we are putting n as 2, then the formula becomes C2, and H 2 into 2 minus 2, that is 2. So the name becomes ethyne. If we are putting n as 3, then the formula becomes C3H4. So the name becomes propyne, and n is equal to 4, formula becomes C4H6, and the name becomes butane, right? And finally we will see now the alkyl part. Okay, what is alkyl? So basically this alkyl you will be using when you are writing the IUPAC name, and this alkyl part comes in the prefix. Okay, so alkyl, right? Okay, so what is alkyl? Yes, so alkyl, as I said, that we will be using this only when we are writing prefix. Okay, so I will mention this, used as prefix in IUPAC naming. Okay, used as prefix in IUPAC naming, right? General formula is what? General formula is, see, I am putting one line like this, then CnH2n plus 1. So this line represents a bond. Through this bond it is attached with the parent chain, right? We'll see what are parent chains and all once we come into details of the IUPAC naming rules, right? So at present you just keep in mind that this is a bond with which it is attached to the parent chain. Okay, then suffix is YL. Okay, not suffix, we will write as prefix only here. Okay, and whole prefix we will write as alkyl. Okay, because alkyl is never written in suffix, prefix is alkyl, right? So we will see some examples in this also. So if N is equal to 1, then 1 bond and it becomes CH3 and the name methyl, right. So methyl is one short of hydrogen, so that is why never it will form an independent name, always it will come in prefix. N is equal to 2 C2H5. Okay, keep in mind I am putting one bond here, so this will become ethyl. N is equal to 3 C3H7, name becomes propyl. Okay, so this is all about alkane, alkene and alkyne. I hope this topic is crystal clear to you. Still, if you have any doubt, you can very well ask me in the comment section without any hesitation, and definitely I'll clear all your doubts. Thank you very much. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe my channel. Press the bell icon to get the latest updates on upcoming videos.